When the Empire Windrush docked at Tilbury from Jamaica on the 22nd of June 1948, it marked the beginning of post-war mass migration and the start of a social evolution that changed Britain forever. After World War II, Great Britain had invited Commonwealth migrants to come to Britain to rebuild what the war had destroyed. And so, this is why the Empire Windrush carried the first 492 migrants to this country. The Windrush passengers were placed in temporary housing in Clapham South, less than a mile away from the Cold Harbour Lane Employment Exchange in Brixton, where people looked for work. Migrants worked hard, performing jobs the local workforce no longer was interested in. Yet the presence of Caribbeans in London prompted complaints. Many met hostility and prejudice. The people of the Windrush, their children and grandchildren, have played a vital role in creating a new concept of what it means to be British. Today, being British means embracing the importance of cultural diversity, mutual respect, and allegiance to the country that made us.
So, what age was it when you left Jamaica and came over to England? Tell us a little bit, how old were you and how did that happen?
I was a young adult. I came here 1952.
Okay, wow. It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you came over, how did you travel from Jamaica to get to England?
Well, I came by plane from Jamaica to Miami and were transferred to another plane to New York.
Okay. And then from New York?
And from New York now, it was such a lovely trip to come over. There was it was a holiday ship.
Yeah.
It was coming straight from there. So it was all holiday people on that.
Oh, on the ship, okay.
And it was we were well catered for. Meals, beds, entertainment.
Yeah.
We even have service on the ship. Yeah, it was very good.
Okay, so from New York to England, you travelled on a ship then?
Yeah.
Okay, was it the Windrush? Was it the Windrush? No, not the Windrush one. Okay.
That was a tourist ship.
Okay.
They always use it for travel, for tourists for holidays.
Okay.
A lovely ship.
And did you travel by yourself, or who came with you from?
Well, listen, my husband was here already.
Okay, that's right, yeah.
And I came on my own.
Gosh, I think that's amazing that, at such a youngish age you travel by yourself.
But what I'm saying here, God is good. All the associates that we met on that ship.
Yeah.
Not a boat, ship.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Christians.
Oh.
And we could have service and good entertainment,
Yeah.
Have service and they were joining and things like that. So it was really an enjoyable voyage coming.
Brother Ellis, can you tell us the challenges that you faced in England?
Well, I would say I didn't have much channels with anyone, because at the time, as I said, my brother them was here. When I come, I didn't have any puzzle to get a job or so, because when they was working, they just take me and follow them to go to work.
And Brother Ellis, was it hard to find jobs?
No, jobs was better those time, because I could work out a job today and get into another one tomorrow. Job was easier at that time to get a job.
How would you react to finding out a different race?
How would I react to?
Finding out a different race, like getting to know a different culture.
You just learn, really, because when we was younger, we all worked together. Then you learn different things, different ways. how you do this and how you do that. But when you're working, you all do the same thing. You can't turn around and say I was doing different, because when you work in a factory, you all work together.
There was blatant racism in the sense that they'd be told to their faces that they weren't wanted. But these men and women were resilient. I suppose even prepared to take lower jobs than they were qualified for, work their way up. And that's what they actually did. They had no choice.
One way of seeing the voyage of the Windrush is as a journey towards racial acceptance. Those servicemen who arrived here aboard the Windrush and the many that followed all played a vital role in creating a new concept of what it means to be British.
Did you get treated differently when you came to England?
No, I wouldn't say that differently when I come here, because I didn't have much thing with anyone. I go to work, and the work, most places you would have problem is at work, but we didn't have it much. I didn't see where I have it much. As I work with the ladies them, I work with Mrs. Hilda here. When I come here, I have to sit down on a stool and have to put in the battery, and I have to stretch over her to put the box and take the work back. When if she finish the box empty, I have to take it off and put it down and put up another one in front now. So there was a lot of difference in it. So we couldn't work from one another. We always have to unite. Because if I go and tell the girl for her, the sergeant said, well, she don't want me to stretch over her or anything, then she would lose her job. You understand? So therefore, everybody was nice together.
To Lysite, your husband came over to England before you came over, and we know that through Dr. Lysite, who was one of the founding fathers of the church that we're in today, you were also really instrumental, you know, in terms of making sure that the church was established. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I tell you this now.
Yeah.
My husband, because he had a good education,
Yeah.
because he could teach and things. Well, in Jamaica at the time, there wasn't anything feasible for him to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming here, he didn't come to start a church.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't his plan initially.
No.
Yeah.
But you see, what I have discovered, when God has planted something into, if you want to switch line, He's going to bring you back.
Yes. Yeah.
And when he came here, there was another brother, he's dead now. The house that we lived, this chap wasn't working
Okay.
because he met an accident at the workplace that they call it Good Years.
Oh, good years.
Yeah.
In Bushbury, Wolverhampton at that time. Yeah.
So my husband told him, the brother Petty, since you're not working,
Yes.
try and see if you can see any way we could get a place to worship.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Whether Brother Petty wasn't so much energetic or what, I don't know, but you know, it was in my husband. And when he comes from work, because he was working in a nearby factory,
Yeah.
and Brother Petty couldn't give him any answer that they have succeeded in finding a location for this. Oh,
Yeah.
you could see my husband's face.
Yeah.
Anyway, it went on for a time like that. But it so happened now, we were living near to an apostolic white Pentecostal church.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This Sunday morning, a lot of God was near to where we were living as well. And this Sunday morning, a few of us went up to the church.
Yeah.
We didn't go to join the church,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
but my husband is very sensitive to when people talking. So the minister, because it was a white church.
Yeah. the minister of the Apostolic Church.
Yes,
yeah.
and it was a wide congregation.
Yeah, yeah.
But since we want to go to a church, not just to belong to the church, so when we went, I don't want to use the word hypocritically, but the minister who was in charge of the service in the morning gave us a good welcome.
Yes, yeah.
And congratulated us, coming to the service. So
How many of you was there that came? Was there a few that went to the service? or
Yes.
was it- Okay.
But so after the service was finished and we came outside, we didn't tell him that we want to come and join the church.
Yes, yeah.
He respectfully said to us that giving us some instruction and direction where we could,
Where else you could
go,
Yeah. So he didn't want you at that church.
So listen, but he didn't know that he was talking to Saints of West Indians.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the time now, but just as he said that, and we came out the road, a white man from the Salvation Army,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
just give us direction where you can go and get a place to worship. That was the YMCA hall.
Yeah.
Just nearby
yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't any problem again. We just sorted out.
Sister Ellis, do you think this project, the Windrush project, is a good thing?
Yes.
And why?
Why? Because it will learn, like you, what happened years ago. Because you wouldn't know about it. So the more you hear and the more you can see of pictures, then you will learn what it was like years ago when your grandma or your grandfather had to come to England to help to bring England up from the war. Because when it was the war, a lot of people died, so they had advertised for people to come, go on the buses, go on the trains, do all sorts of jobs. And that way they come, and some got better life than what they would have had in Jamaica or wherever it was in the Caribbean.
Sister Ellis, how did you think racism started and when?
Well, you'd never ever get rid of racists, never. But it's just the different colour of the skin to me, because I saw the first one when I was about 7, the first coloured man I saw, and I wasn't frightened, but my friends was frightened, but not me.
Okay, when did you think it started?
Well, I would be about 7 when I, started, and then when Windrush come and you see more and more people. You see nurses, you see people on buses, you see doctors, dentists, all sorts, and you think, well, where have all these people come from? Then you get to find out.
From the #1 station. Well, life is one big journey. Different roads people are tried. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Let's see what we have. Gone abroad. Me say we dey on a journey. Left we hard. And everything we get we have to earn it. When me say we contribute a lot to this society, give it no vibes and we give it no variety. Come clean it up, show them about hospitality. Give the place life, Caribbean vitality. Me ball, after the war England did mash up, so them send for we parents we come build it up. Send message to the island, say come and help us. So them come from Jamaica and the Windrush. The first thing they noticed was the difference in a heat. Them frightened when them see the snow and the sleet. Them say go up on the street, but me mama never see it appear. Dog do she say panic and we gone abroad. Me say we dey on a journey. Left we hard, and everything we get we have to earn it. Well then get down to business and start for some families. I saw the DJ